Good morning friends and welcome to the pre-market view. We have seen smart rally across the global markets, and US markets too were up about 0.6 to 0.65% and managed to close at the record high level as the unemployment data came in as a positive surprise. And last month in fact the job addition was about 2,86,000, which is much higher than what the market was expecting, and the unemployment rate has fallen to about 6.1%. So though the GDP growth has not been that great, the unemployment picture in US is showing a good improvement, and which is what is reflected in the way the US markets moved up. Even the 10-year bond yields have spiked up to about 2.64 in US. European markets too were up about 1% or thereabouts. And when we look at the Asian markets today morning, Hang Seng is up about 0.15%, and the Nikkei market is up almost about 0.6%, and SGX Nifty is suggesting that we are going to open up around 10 to 15 odd points. For our own markets, yesterday was a day of consolidation, but the overall breadth of the market was positive. We had seen action in certain stocks like Bharat Forge and some of the budget related stories like Cox and Kings, and some of the infrastructure names, tech and pharma. These were the sectors in flavor in the yesterday's market, but at the index level there was not much of action or momentum. In terms of flows, friends, FIIs were net buyers in the cash market to the tune of about 950 crore. The domestic institutions were sellers in the cash market to the tune of about 650 odd crore. And in the index futures, we have seen the FIIs selling to the tune of about 259 odd crore. In the last about 4 trading sessions, FIIs have put in almost about 4,400 crore in the cash market, which is staggering for our market, and overall bias continues to be positive. On that note, let me invite Tarang to take us through important F&O cues and ideas that we can have from the F&O desk.
Good morning friends, let's have a view on derivatives. In yesterday's market, we have observed some kind of profit booking at higher levels, where Nifty, after touching a high of around 7760, 7770, we have seen some kind of long unwinding over there. In yesterday's, Nifty was down by around 0.18% to 7736. In open interest terms, we have seen some kind of reduction in open interest. Around 1% was reduced, that is 1.4 lakh shares were reduced in open interest, which slightly dipped in cost of carry. Cost of carry dipped from around 4% to 3.5%. That is, premium have reduced from 25 odd levels to 21 odd levels, indicating long unwinding in yesterday's trade. Put call ratio has also dipped slightly from 0.79 odd levels to 0.77, indicating a good amount of build-up in put option, good amount of build-up in call option compared to put option. Indian volatility index have been more or less same at 17.81%, but since we are coming nearby the main event of budget, we expect volatility to climb further from current level. On options activity, we have observed a good amount of build-up in 8,100 call option. That is, 8,100 has also started seeing some kind of activity getting pick up. Around 21% has been increase in open interest in yesterday's trade. However, 8,000 remains as the highest in terms of open interest for the current series. While in put option, we have observed a good amount of addition in 7,700 strike price. That is, the position is getting shifted from 7,500 to 7,700, which is also quite positive for going ahead for the series before budget. However, 7,500 remains as the highest in terms of open interest for the current series. There are 5 securities in bank period for today's trade, that is Dish TV, GMR Infrastructure, HDIL, Indiabull Real Estate and Unitech. On FIS terms, on index futures, there have been net sellers of around 266 odd crores, with open interest going down by around 3 odd percentage. The selling is mainly due to long unwinding of index futures. In index options, we have observed there were net sellers of 277 crores. While in stock futures, there were net sellers of 676 crores, and stock options, there were net buyers of 17 odd crores. 5 days VWAP stands at 7715 with a lower range at 7650 and upper range at 7814. Upper range is at the highest break-even point of this straddle, which we come of the first day of the series. There is a higher break-even of the straddle is 7814, and a higher range for the 5 days we have kept at 7814. SGX Nifty is trading positive of 15.5 points to 7761. Thank you. That concludes from my side. Thank you.
Friends, let me take you through Sharekhan pre-market action report, starting with actionable ideas for today. First of all, some positive news for Bharti as RBI has approved the FI limit to about 74%, which is positive for Bharti. So one can go long there with stop loss of 330 rupees and a target of about 347 to about 353. Glenmark Pharma, some positive news as the company's new molecule for potential treatment of autoimmune disease is entering the human trials. So there's a good progress of that clinical trial for the drug GBR 830 for Glenmark. So one can go long there with a stop loss of 596 and a target of about 626 to about 638. Bharat Forge, some positive statements coming out from the auto companies as well as from Mrs. Cyrus Mistry that overall global auto industry is poised for a good growth, which is good news for the auto component manufacturers like Bharat Forge. So one can go long there, stop loss of 661 and a target of about 694 to about 707. Here is the list of stocks with positive and negative bias for people who want to do day trading. Stocks with positive bias are Biocon, Arvind Limited, IndusInd Bank, Century Textiles and Coal India. And stocks with negative bias are Kane Energy, HPCL and Mahindra Finance. In other news, Hindalco is looking to raise almost about 3,000 crore through a QIP, which is likely to have a floor price of about 168 rupees per stock. We've seen good run up in the Hindalco and the metal pack in particular. So watch out for some development on Hindalco for this QIP. And as far as SAIL is concerned, there are indications that the dilution of 5% stake could happen in the last week of July, and the roadshows are going to begin over the next few days. So watch out for some action in SAIL. And for Reliance-owned power distribution company BSES Yamuna Power Limited, the Supreme Court has directed them to pay almost about 257 crore to the transmission and utility companies. And in other developments, Cafe Coffee Day, which is India's largest coffee chain, is looking at doing an IPO this year to raise about 1200 to 1500 crore. And SESA is expecting the resumption of the Goa iron ore production in September, and as per the indications, the total iron ore output could be about 9.29 million tons in the current fiscal till March 2015. That's it from all of us, friends. Have a great trading session and a great weekend ahead, and see you on Monday morning.